Hey, here to share a slice of my gardening journey with you. This is my Monstera plant and I love it with all my heart. It has beautiful color and the design brings such tropical vibe to your space. So I got it about 2 years back and it has been doing quite well. But recently, a few months back, we have shifted house and I placed it in an east facing balcony and it was getting a lot of sun in the mornings. So gradually the problems have started and the leaves started yellowing. I thought, maybe it was a problem with the sunlight, and then I moved it into a little bit shadier space. But problem persisted. The leaves were still turning yellow, and I had to remove two of those leaves, and it was so painful. It takes so much time for the leaves to grow to that size, and to just take them off because they're not doing well is very painful. So it's better not to get there. So let's take care of it. I thought I'll share a few tips with you so that it doesn't happen with you. So what I did to tackle the yellow leaves is, one, I shifted it to a shady place, and then I also thought that maybe it needs a bigger pot because the plant is now growing and it needs more space. So I shifted it into a bigger pot, a much bigger pot, and still the problem persisted. Also at the same time there was this attack of mealybugs, these white mealybugs, and I had to tackle that problem with neem oil spray, and yes, it was solved. You have to spray it like once in 2-3 days for the problem to go. So after that, even then another leaf started turning yellow at the edges. Now I was spooked out. I watched many more videos on the YouTube to understand what could be the problem, and what else could be the problem. And so and two things have remained, that I could have made a mistake while shifting the pot. Maybe I shifted into a much bigger pot when it was not really necessary at that point of time. And I was also doubtful whether the drainage holes were good enough for the water to drain out. So because it needs a well draining soil, that was one of my doubts. And another doubt was there could be fungus inside the soil and the roots could be rotting because of that, or because of overwatering. Because almost in every YouTube video you will get to hear this. Maybe you shouldn't water your plant more, you shouldn't water it less. Other things could affect in the yellowing of the leaf. So I really couldn't figure out what the problem was. So finally 2 days back I took the all the soil out of the plant, and I also checked the drainage holes. I was postponing it for many days because I didn't want to disturb the plant. Also the pot was very heavy. So it turned out that I think the pot could do with some more holes. So I did that. I also added a little more coir, coco peat into the soil. I also added a bit of antifungal powder and an organic compost. So there are 3 things that you need to take care of when you have a Monstera plant at home. One is lighting. You keep it in a well lit space, but it shouldn't be. Better not to place in direct sun. Partly shady place. And the next thing, number 2, is the watering. It should be the soil must be moist but not too soggy, which means that you should give some time between the waterings. Just wait a few days till the topmost layer, about an inch of it, becomes dry, and then pour water. Also, the third thing is that mealybug attack. If there are mealybugs, you should keep a watch out for these bugs, and if they are there, use neem oil spray to get rid of them. So one more tip, to keep that lustrous look on your leaf, you have to wipe it with a wet cloth and wipe off the dust from it. Also, because we are using neem oil, it might become sticky at times, and then you might have to use a little bit of soap, mild soap in the water, and then clean it with a soft cloth. So these are my learnings, and please share with me if you have any tips regarding this taking care of monstera plant, and I would welcome your comments and sharing your knowledge with me. I'm happy to share my knowledge with you. Hope this helps. Take care. Good day. Here's a new leaf coming up. So hopefully in a month's time we'll see another big and beautiful leaf.